My name is Butzke, and I am the third grade science reading teacher. I'm originally from New York. I moved out here for this job 4 years ago, so this is my 4th year teaching. Before Third Future Schools, right after graduation, I taught a year in Spain, teaching English to just a public school, and then I came back and I subbed for about 2 years, but then during the pandemic, they don't need substitute teachers. So I went back to school for teaching English to second language learners at Columbia University. So the science of reading is the science behind reading, putting together decoding and comprehension. So students understanding how to decode words and then what those words mean. So the comprehension behind that. The benefits of science of reading are really shown through the classroom with students understanding more with what they're reading and then producing more as well. So they're now able to read something, understand it, and then produce something that's asked. So it's a lot about comprehension and understanding. So a moment where it's clicked with a student in science of reading is a lot of when we are given a question, we pick out the keywords. So it's easier for students to find the answer. So one day, one of our language learners really found the keyword, and then they go into the passage and they find that keyword as well. And that really makes it easier for them to go back into the comprehension and produce something comprehensible. There's a heightened interest in reading science because the data shows since the pandemic, the scores for specifically reading has went down. And the science of reading is something that has been used for years and years and years, but now has been brought up to the forefront because it's a proven way to get kids to learn how to read backed up through science and data. The systems that need to be in place is opportunities to read at a level that they can understand. So the science of reading provides that. It takes grade level text and it loops it through, so they hear it sometimes once with a teacher, and then we circle back to it, and then they are given the opportunity to read it, so they find success in that. So providing students with readings that they could actually read so that they feel confident and enough that they grow to love to read. The impact of a student that is behind on literacy impacts their whole school day. Usually when they are behind in literacy, they're struggling reading, and reading is in the whole day. They read in math, they read in science, they read in their reading class. So that will cause confidence issues or behavior issues, and it impacts their whole mentality around school, which is really debilitating sometimes. We use data throughout the whole Third Future network, specifically in the science of reading. We look at where their gaps are and we adjust our instruction based on that. Through the science of reading, we look at their vocabulary, literacy, text, and informational text comprehension, and we base our instruction around there. We see a lot of gaps right now in vocabulary and informational literacy, so a lot of our instruction revolves around specifically teaching students new vocabulary words to build their background knowledge, and then reading informational text to comprehend things that are more on the informational level. So one word that I would describe Third Future Network is innovative.